Hello folks, it's Gameplay Horizon here and welcome back to my channel. How are you going with the Elite chapters? I just started again the added stages in the Elite chapter and this video was requested by our fellow player named Sergiy. He wants to ask what hero composition I use, because the game just removed the hero class requirement in the Elite chapters. Here is my hero lineup on Team 1, namely Bailey Hudson, Masrani, Luke, Rez, and Oak. This is an irregular classic team hero composition setup, where Bailey Hudson is the main attacker while Luke and Rez are in duo team attack in which they are shielded at the back row by Masrani while Oak can stop any lethal damage dealt by enemy range heroes, especially Emma and Nadilus. Oak can delay or stun the enemies after the battle commences, giving Bailey Hudson a time to attack low HP units. This is my second team and still this is an irregular hero composition. My theory about this setup is that Botta and Annirudha have skills that clusters enemies in a small area in which Leo can spin around them while Ravenna is attacking those clustered enemies too. Leo and Ravenna are very effective in clustering enemies, and this team will become weak if those enemies will spread all around. The purpose of Emma is to attack tanks because you will have only 45 seconds to defeat the enemies, and most of the time, tank enemies are always my problem in making every stage to 3 stars. Of course, this is only my hero team composition that I set up based on my experience, and somehow, or most of the time, it is effective. This is my third team, the Crowd Control Summoner team. The theory behind this team is that Oysa and Sergiy are the frontline tanks. These two heroes are very tanky when they are on the same row. They are both very tough when in tandem and when built properly. Plus, if enemies will attack them more frequently, they will have the opportunity to cast their ultimate skill in no time. Oysa will cast Crowd Control ultimate skill, while Sergiy will heal 2 allies with low life points. Oysa can also knock down enemies in her front, seconds after the battle commences. Daniel is also a crowd control hero in which he uses his bear to stun enemies. Anpu prevents enemies from going near to his allies, knocking back and stuns them, dealing huge amounts of damage over time. Skewer and Hattie is your buff support as well as direct hit damage dealer. In order to sweep this stage, we need to make this 3 stars, and it is always recommended to do manual battle. I am using a critical build Luke and I hope you followed what I suggested. You can see the attack skills of Luke are almost in red numbers. My Rez here is using light gap set with HP main stats, but we will tackle Rez in some other time. I would also suggest to always utilize the 2 heroes with damage immunity, namely Oak and Leo. My Bailey Hudson here is using the typical critical build, which is 60 to 70% crit rate and crit damage with at least 20k attack. Players in the past few months hated Bailey Hudson so much and they always say to nerf that hero. Then there is Leo, the same issue, they wanted to nerf Leo, and then here comes the new hero Anpu, and those issues and arguments about Leo and Bailey Hudson were nowhere to be found. I just read this on a Facebook group and I just smiled. Going back to the topic, Elite Chapter gives you lots of hero XP in which those items are scarce after you reach Hyper Evolution. The higher level you can get in the Elite Chapters, the higher the rewards you can acquire. The rest of the videos here are gameplays and you can continue watching if you want. Sorry, I am too busy these past days at work. So, bye for now and see you next time. Thank you.
We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it, and I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.